Welcome to Back, Auto Pulse family. Today, we're diving into a legendary armored vehicle that changed the face of mechanized warfare, the BMP-1, a machine that combines speed, firepower, and troop-carrying capability into a single platform, setting the standard for infantry fighting vehicles around the world. Get ready, because we're about to explore everything that makes the BMP-1 an icon on the battlefield. First introduced in the 1960s by the Soviet Union, the BMP-1 was the world's first mass-produced infantry fighting vehicle. Unlike traditional armored personnel carriers that simply transported troops, the BMP-1 was designed to actively support infantry in battle with its own weaponry. This innovation meant that mechanized infantry could fight alongside tanks, creating a more cohesive and powerful battlefield force. At first glance, the BMP-1's sleek, low-profile design sets it apart from other armored vehicles of its time. Measuring just under 7 meters in length and weighing around 13 tons, it was relatively compact and agile. But don't let its size fool you. This vehicle was built for versatility. The steel armor provided protection against small arms fire and shell splinters, while its amphibious capability allowed it to cross rivers and lakes with minimal preparation. That's right, the BMP-1 could swim, making it incredibly useful in diverse combat environments. Now, let's talk about firepower. Because the BMP-1 was no slouch in this department, it was equipped with a 73mm to 828-gram low-pressure smoothbore gun, capable of firing high-explosive anti-tank, heat, rounds. This meant that the BMP-1 could engage enemy tanks and armored vehicles effectively, giving infantry units much-needed fire support. But that's not all. It also packed a coaxial 7.62mm PKT machine gun for additional firepower against enemy troops. One of its most defining features, however, was the 9M14 Malyatka anti-tank guided missile system mounted on top. This wire-guided missile had an effective range of up to 3,000 meters, allowing the BMP-1 to take out enemy armor from a safe distance, though the missile required manual guidance, making it difficult to use in fast-paced combat. It was still a game-changer for Soviet forces at the time. The BMP-1 wasn't just about firepower, it was also about mobility. Powered by a United 26-cylinder diesel engine producing 300 horsepower, this vehicle could reach speeds of up to 65 km per hour on roads and 45 km per hour off-road. Its lightweight construction and tracked design allowed it to navigate rough terrain with ease, whether it was desert, forest, or urban warfare. The BMP-1 was built to keep up with fast-moving combat scenarios. Inside, the vehicle could carry a crew of 3: a driver, a commander, and a gunner, along with up to 8 fully armed infantry soldiers. Troops entered and exited through rear doors, which were uniquely designed to be filled with fuel, offering additional armor protection. The design also included firing ports along the sides, allowing soldiers to engage enemies from within the vehicle while staying protected. While the BMP-1 was revolutionary, it wasn't without its flaws. The armor, though sufficient against small arms fire, offered little protection against larger caliber weapons or modern anti-tank missiles. The placement of the fuel tanks in the rear doors, while innovative, created a fire hazard if the vehicle took a direct hit. Additionally, the early versions of the Malyatka missile system were difficult to operate, requiring the gunner to manually guide the missile all the way to its target, a process that wasn't ideal in high-intensity battles. Despite these drawbacks, the BMP-1 proved to be a battlefield legend. It saw action in numerous conflicts, including the Yom Kippur War, the Soviet-Afghan War, and the Iran-Iraq War. Countries around the world adopted and modified the BMP-1 for their own armed forces, and many of them are still in service today, decades after its introduction. The impact of the BMP-1 on military vehicle design cannot be overstated. It paved the way for modern infantry fighting vehicles like the BMP-2, BMP-3, and even Western counterparts such as the M2 Bradley. Its concept of a fast, armed, troop-carrying vehicle that could actively participate in combat reshaped how mechanized infantry operates on the battlefield. Even today, modified versions of the BMP-1 continue to serve in various militaries worldwide. Some have been upgraded with modern armor, new weapon systems, and improved mobility to keep them relevant in today's warfare. Its adaptability and rugged design ensure that the BMP-1 remains a force to be reckoned with. So, what do you think of the BMP-1? Does it deserve its legendary status, or has modern technology completely outclassed it? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget, if you enjoyed this breakdown of the BMP-1, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Auto Pulse, and turn on notifications so you never miss our deep dives into legendary military machines. Until next time, stay sharp and keep exploring the world of armored warfare.